Ayo, what's good, my people? Shit, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. We back at it.
Yeah.
And no KG missed y'all. That's definitely a bad, bro. When was the last time they saw you?
Bro, it's like been a year now or something, bro. Like 100 years, hasn't it been?
Yeah,
crazy, man. But it's good to be back.
We're back with it, man. You know, new guest.
Exactly.
Yeah, I told you guys thought to enter in Bogoto. You got Bogoto in the
Femininity.
building, man. Precious.
How are you, sister? Precious.
Wait, why am I called Mboroto?
I wanted to go there. I knew you were going to ask me a question.
I don't even know what that means.
Do you believe in Bogoto? Solid as a rock.
Wait. Before we get into the straight in, we're jumping into questions. Like, okay, let me introduce myself at
Please.
Like, if people don't even
Precious.
know who I am, and you're already throwing Mboroto questions at me. But,
You asked. So why am I being?
Because you like we're bringing in Mboroto, Mina.
I actually know them Bogoto. Let me understand. Yeah.
I don't even know what they're talking about right now. I'm just laughing because it sounds crazy. What is that?
According to your understanding, what is it, Precious?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. What is it, guys?
Anyway, hi guys, I am Precious Laka. I don't know what to say. I just went blank. Okay, anyway, I'm Precious Laka. I am 22 years of age. I am a model, a radio presenter, and a TV host of my own podcast called PreciousTalks.
It's beautiful.
And thank you guys for having me on this podcast, man. I really like talking. Talking is like if talking was a subject, I was gonna get 100.
That's beautiful.
You know.
Thank you for coming.
But and I love being on camera, so thank you guys so much for this opportunity. And I look forward to the conversations that we're gonna have. You know, I believe in being insightful, informative, and educational and authentic. So I think Anything Goes podcast kind of resonates with who I am and what I do, as long as boundaries are not crossed, of course. But that's me.
Now,
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
That was such a beautiful introduction. You know, thank you so much for actually mentioning that. You know, like I feel like we had a female before, right? And yes, like she was like, that was a very beautiful episode, right? But I think you have experience, so to speak, you know, because like you've had podcasts and all that, you know. True. So you actually even came in with an introduction. And that is something that we normally don't even have. You know, like most people just want to like just speak about whatever it is that we choose to speak about on Anything Goes. So yeah, man, like good to have you here, Precious. You know, how's everything though? How's life? Like what's been happening? I guess, you know.
Life in the past 6 months. Well, 6 months has been. It's been very beautiful. I think there's been ups and downs. There's learning, there's outgrowing, there's discovering, and it's been a beautiful journey for me. I think in this year, a lot has happened. I've lost, gained, but through it all, I'm learning, and I'm so grateful to God, because one thing about me, I'm a child of God, and everything that I go through is because of God.
Yeah. Your Instagram is so God content, you know, and that's such a beautiful thing, because a lot of people should tap into, you know, religion, spirituality, you know. That's a beautiful thing, sister. You know, you're actually teaching a lot of people how to move. I can't believe
you did your research, KG. It's giving
I had to,
yes,
you know,
my boy,
I had to, because that's me coming.
Checking me out.
Of course, you know, because like it's to stay prepared as well, you know. I actually even sent him. I was like, bro,
you sent me the link.
PreciousTalks, you know, she also does podcasts. So the person
is it a podcast?
So much in such a long time. So the fact that you actually went and looked at that, I'm just like, damn.
Well, I mean, like it was good information for me, because now I also like, you know, prepared, like, you know, mentally, because like most of the time, it's really like I never really get to seeing who is going to be on the podcast, like in terms of background, you know, because most people just want to come and just speak. My name is, then we start speaking about random things, you know. But like for some reason, I feel like you had a social platform like image to you know. So
no, definitely,
obviously, like I had to like, you know, prepare for that, because like people like that as well don't really speak about anything, you know?
Yes 100%.
So I just had to like, you know, understand that, you know what, she is someone that has, you know,
social media presence,
you know. She can't just be speaking about anything.
Definitely. I think as individuals, it's very important that we all identify ourselves as brands. Like you being Kagiso, what's your surname, dog? I'm not gonna try mispronounce.
I was about to ask you to, but like no, you can leave that.
Kagiso Mutsapeko. You know why we work as whole?
I don't know. Oh, my voice, guys. My voice changed, you know, for some odd reason. Like I'm different.
But you being Kagiso.
Yes, ma'am.
I forgot your name. Ghana, what's your name? Sorry.
Enzo Mlambo.
So you being Senzo Mlambo in Kagiso, right? I think that already is your name, but there's everything that you do is attached to you. So you always need to carry yourself as a brand because you don't know who's looking, you don't know who's listening. And I think as young people, we're always drawing opportunities and want to be seen. So guys, the decisions that you make and the places where you put yourselves are very important.
That's true.
So, and how you carry yourself is very important. So, dude, let nobody tell you nothing. You are a brand. Like, carry yourself as a brand. Carry yourself as important. Respect yourself so that other people can respect you. You know?
Exactly. I love that. I love that. So, how do you
distinguish your Precious?
Yeah.
The brand and Precious, the normal Precious, the one that wakes up in the morning and brushes teeth.
I think I'm one thing, I'm true to myself. This is me every day. Like, I think you guys have met me before off the podcast and this is me. I probably just haven't spoken to you guys on camera, but like, I'm true to myself. I'm not one person that's, okay, now we're on camera, facade must come out. Nah, my babes. This is me 24/7, 365. And I think I'm just one person that has an outspoken personality. So every time I am myself, even on camera, that's why I think it's so easy for me to be in front of the camera, because when I see the camera, it's like, hey,
I can tell.
You know,
like your energy is so, can I be honest with you, like this podcast, like this episode, you know, it has a different feel to it, you know. Already I can feel like, okay, you know what, the approach to this has to be strategic, you know. I'm so glad that I actually even did my homework on you, because now I understand exactly how the proceedings of this
specific with the hybrid, my boy.
You know, I understand the specific proceedings that I need to be adhered to dealing with this individual that is here to speak about whatever it is that she's comfortable in having a conversation about, you know. So actually with what you mentioned about, you know, respecting yourself, I really like that, you know. I feel like how would you advise people to actually do that? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really like see themselves as, you know, worthy of calling themselves a brand. You know? So I see, man, you a brand, you look beautiful, you got your hair out, you know, you got the lashes on and everything, you know, you well spoken, you know. Advise the people how to actually become, you know, self-worthy and actually love themselves to that extent.
Loving yourself. I think I'm first of all, I must acknowledge that everyone struggles, and you know, social media has created this lie that, you know, you're not enough. And I think because as human beings, we compare ourselves so much. If I see another pretty girl and I'm just like, damn, I want to have that. So I think growing up, guys, I was bullied. Pretty as you see me now.
Okay, interesting.
I come from far.
Yeah.
You know,
it's been a journey.
And me being 22, life is a learning progress. I think in primary, I was bullied. In high school, I was bullied. But I don't know, man. Like, I think growing, you learn to understand that, you know what, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you this straight up, guys. Social media is a lie. And if you're going to consistently run to social media to try and fill yourself with love, it's not going to work there. Like, you need to start from within, you know, and understand that you are who you are and you were made divinely for a purpose. No human being is a mistake, right? And permit me to talk about God, but when God made you, he created you for a reason. The way that you are, whether you can't see, whether you can see, whether you have one leg, you don't have one leg, you were created like that for a reason. And let me tell you, you're loved by God. So that is more than enough, because I think once you understand how much God loves you, then you're able to love yourself. Putting God aside, then there is your parents. Your parents brought you into this world.
That's true.
They brought you here to be loved. So first and foremost, love comes from home. I know there's some of us that say that, okay, our homes are not homes of love, right? Exactly. We have community. I strongly believe in that. We were not created to be islands. We were created to be a community, so that you'll always have people around you that are always looking to pour into you. And I think that's one thing that has helped me love myself. Like, the people around me keep motivating me. Like, I struggle so much with self-doubt, as much as you see me as confident.
No one's perfect.
You know?
Yeah.
I've struggled so much with self-doubt, but like, the people around me just keep pushing me, like, and me not be conforming rather to what social media says, what society says, that, okay, you know, as a skinny girl, you should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a chubby girl, you should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I've learned to kind of like remove myself from allowing social media to identify me and let me identify me, because I can only know myself.
Love that, sis.
The way that I could, because I am me living me. No one else can come and tell me that you should live like this, because you know,
exactly.
You can only be yourself. You are Kagiso, you are Senzo, and only you can live your life. So That's my 2 cents.
Nah, facts.
Damn.
So when did your journey?
That was 200 rand. Not 2 cents.
Yeah, I won't lie.
That was very expensive. That was very expensive, you know.
I hear you keep referencing God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand when did your journey with God begin? Because it all starts somewhere, with that.
Yeah.
So a little background. I'm from a proper heavy Christian family, right? So my gran is a pastor.
Okay.
My mom is like typical Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was raised by my mom and my gran, right?
Yeah.
And I think Christianity is something that I always knew, right? And to mention something, like I was listening actually to a video earlier on today by Jackie O'Perry, and she said that you being born into Christianity does not make you a Christian, right?
What does that mean?
Because you're basically born a sinner, right? You choose to decide to actually want to
make the decision.
follow God, right?
Yeah.
So coming back to your Christian, I
Take
was born
notes.
into a Christian family,
Yeah.
right? But I think you going to church every Sunday and your parents sitting with you every night and praying does not make you a Christian. It's a personal decision, right? And I think in my own understanding, to be a Christian is you deciding that, okay, you know what, I'm going to be a follower of Christ. I know Christianity has been identified as so many things in our society. But I think for me, from a personal perspective, me being a Christian is me being a believer first and foremost and a follower of Christ, right? And when I decided to take that decision, I've always had Christianity like all my life, right? But when I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to willingly follow this person and become a believer was, I think in 2023, last year, when I had like an encounter with God. Crazy, because I never knew such things existed. And then I had a personal encounter with God. And then from that day on, I decided that, you know what, I want to live my life differently because I was called for a purpose, and I think there's better ways to live life, and that's where I decided that, you know what, I'm going to live dedicated full on to Christ. And that doesn't make me inhuman. That doesn't make me perfect. Let me tell you, I'm an imperfect human being. I've encountered so much, and each and every day, it's a trial. Like each and every day is a trial. Some days we fall, but I think the beauty about falling when you follow God is that He finds you right where you are.
Exactly.
He doesn't want you to come and be like, oh, hey, I messed up and now I'm going to try and fix that. I messed up. No, He's trying to help you through it. And that's been my saving grace for me, that even in my imperfections, God still holds my hand and is like, let's go. I'll guide you through it, because we're human beings. We're bound to make mistakes, and no one's perfect, guys. Literally.
No, that's true,
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I actually want to ask you a question that, has been in my head for long. I feel like one thing that I also need to, I would like to hear from you, right? I think this is really an interview, like this is very much, interview.
I mean,
it's giving me interview vibes,
Yeah.
She's
but
like
also feel free to ask us any questions that you feel like you need to raise out there.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, like, Christians have this idea, right, that well, I wouldn't say Christians, but like I guess some Christians, I don't want to generalize, right? There's this like idea that Christ is the only way to heaven, like if you're not a follower of Jesus Christ in particular, then your ways are a little lost, or you don't have, the right direction, like your spirituality or whatever the case is, I guess missing a certain point or whatever, So I want to know how you feel about like Muslims. I want to know how you feel about like Buddhists, people that
like
believe
other
in the
religions,
stars,
basically.
people that have a different perspective of how you should believe in a higher force, like, do you think that Christianity is the only
true
thing,
Mecca.
the true Mecca, or do you feel like everything is, I guess, in a way, like, I think it's called omnism. This word. I think it's called omnism or something, like where like every religion is just a part of the same religion, but just explained in different ways. So what's your perspective on that?
First and foremost, I'm going to mention that's a very touchy subject, right?
Yeah.
And I think for me,
Can you imagine?
Honestly, I don't have insights on other religions. I respect them first and foremost. If you decide to be Muslim, that's okay. I'm not going to come and impose my Christian views on you because you're Muslim. If that's what works for you and that's what you were taught, then that's fine. If you choose to be Buddhist, if you choose to be atheist, hey, that works for you. But one thing that I can say that why I chose God is because I've seen God, and I truly believe that creation in itself explains that there is no way that we just happened, right? There's no way that the world just became. It was created. And from the Bible that I read and the understanding that I have is that God created it. How you want to identify God, that's up to you. I'm not going to choose how you should identify God. We all experience God in different ways.
It's true.
I could respect
right?
it.
We all have different encounters. So I can't be like, because you're not following God the way that I follow God, then you're not going to go to heaven. I don't get to dictate
That's
that.
what people do, though.
Understand?
That's the crazy thing about how, like, a lot of Christians, like Christianity, they really do, like, emphasize the fact that, bro, like, if you haven't given your life to Jesus Christ, then it's the end, And I feel like that, I think, be very honest, it's selfish because a lot of people have, encountered God in a very different
way.
Yeah, in a very different way.
Like
you said.
2023, your journey.
You understand?
The coin just flipped from then on.
Exactly.
Before that, I'm sure you had a different perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've always been a believer, but like I think for me, like I literally was drawn close to him. Like he removed me from a situation. To answer you, KG, I think where we lost the plot is approach.
Okay.
Approach. I think how pastors have approached people that are not believers and how the church has approached people that are not believers. I mean, I respect you being undiluted and you just speaking the word at the get-go, but I think times are evolving, and especially with our generation,
times are evolving.
You need to be very gentle and have so much humility when you approach the word of God to someone that is not a believer, because I can't be like, hey KG, be a Christian, because if you're not gonna be a Christian, you're gonna go to hell.
That's what happens on the road.
I think
someone just stops you and says,
approach is really, really, really different. And I think someone that has taught me, is really, really important. Someone that has told me that your approach is very important is Jackie Hill Perry and Preston Perry. Preston Perry is an evangelist, and how he approaches these people on the streets or people that are not believers is, I think, first and foremost, with humility and kindness. And I think, where people also lose the plot is that they don't always like look at Jesus. I think for me, where I take my reference is looking at Jesus's character. Yeah. Jesus chilled with sinners. Jesus chilled with unbelievers.
Exactly.
He still loved them. They were like unjustified, you understand? So when you understand that as a disciple, you need to have the characteristics of God, then you understand that when you approach with humility, kindness, and gentleness. And it's okay to plant a seed. Me just telling you that, KG, I think that what you're doing could be done like this, but it's your decision to make, So planting a seed really goes a long way. I think in my life, for me to be where I am right now, the seed was planted by my grandmother, Back then, as a young kid, I was just like, hey, yo, bro, I'm not trying to sit here and have us pray for 2 hours, but now I understand, And coming to spirituality, I think we're all spiritual beings, right? And once we understand that you're a spiritual being, then life becomes easier, right?
It does.
People that believe in ancestry and Christianity, if we're not okay, we are people of ancestry, follow that. That's what you were taught. For me, who wasn't taught that, I will follow what was taught to me.
Exactly.
But we need to understand that we operate from a spiritual realm, and life is spiritual in every
24/7,
way.
365.
We are spiritual beings. Whether you're looking at it at an ancestral perspective or whether you're looking at it at a Christian perspective, we are spirits given bodies to equip and dominate in the world. How you choose to do that, amen. It's up to you. But for me, it's to do with Jesus' way. Hallelujah.
And also the approach of character, sorry, like I really need to put this out there, but the most important thing, like I don't even feel like it has to do with the type of God you represent, but rather the type of person that you are, because it's not that we have like this conversation every single day. Like I'm not going to judge you based off of who you believe in, I'm going to judge you based off of how you approached me, how you greeted me, if you come through with an energy that is, positive, then automatically, I say this guy's a good man, I feel like it's about goodness of the man, yes, we are living in a spiritual world, but at the end of the day, things are physical, I can touch you, you can touch me, this phone is physical, so I guess that is also a connection that needs to be had, like the connection of, okay, this is a human being who is encountering my presence, and I'm encountering their presence, how is this person, how is their energy, like is this person like, kind, does this person do things that present themselves as a good individual, so I think that's the most important thing, though.
I have a question.
Please ask.
So like I want to know, because you asked me like, well, you asked that because you hear me talk about God a lot. When did my relationship with God start? So I want to know, like, I don't know is it religion? Is that the right word? Or like, what religion do you belong to, or what do you believe in? I don't know how to ask it, but hey.
Yeah, but
but like, what do you believe? What do you stand for?
Can I answer that first?
Yeah, you can.
Right. Thank you. So basically, I have this shirt on also, because I really realized that I'm gonna approach someone that is very like a believer, right? I knew you were a believer, bro. Like, I saw your Instagram. I was like, man, I'm about to have a conversation with a Christian. Not to say other people are not Christians, but you have this knowledge that is so beautiful. Like you have the experience behind the knowledge as well. Yeah. So yes, I'm a Rastafarian. I believe in Jah, and that is Haile Selassie. Rastafari.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's beautiful. This is time for us to learn about who we are as human beings. You feel me? So yes, Rastafarianism, right, is the oldest form of Christianity. Right?
Okay.
It's the black Christianity.
Okay.
It teaches us about a black Messiah.
Okay.
And to our understanding, there was a Messiah that existed that came in the form of Christ himself in a kingly character. And this happened literally just about 50 years ago. So a black person that is Rastafarian can tell you and show you and point to you who Jesus was 50 years ago. Okay. So I guess it's a mind fuck for a lot of people because a lot of people are waiting for Christ to come.
Yeah.
Rastafarian has seen Christ or has at least installed the understanding of who he was, through the image of Emperor Haile Selassie, right? So
what language is that? Sorry.
That's not a language, that's an individual.
Oh, okay, like in Rastafarian, the way that
it's a person.
Okay.
Emperor Haile Selassie, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah.
Okay.
Right? So, yes, Rastafarianism is very biblical. Like, it has everything to do with the Bible. Like, I'm a Christian, but on steroids. Right?
So, let me get this straight before we come
Get it straight, sister.
Rastafarian is, you said, black Christianity, and you guys just call God Jah. So, you believe in God, but you guys point back to black Jesus, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think that makes sense, right?
Okay, yeah. No, I was just trying to make sure that I'm understanding.
There's a lot of things that we deal with, because our way of life is not religion, I'm not in church, I am the church. You understand?
Okay.
So I believe in just really, this whole world being, a place where I can interact with Jah, I can interact with God. You understand? Okay. So we also don't eat meat, for instance. Like we don't deal with anything to do. I don't. Anyone.
Facts.
I
don't eat chicken licky.
Okay.
Yeah, and we really just deal with like peace and love, right?
Okay.
What does that mean, right? So that is basically the understanding of a Rastafarian person, individual, and this is the black culture of. I feel like this is just Christianity that is emphasized in the black way in the post. Was it post or before colonization, right? Because they came in with. These colonizers came in with a different idea of Christ, and I guess we lost the main idea of Christ, which was the belief of a black king, a black Messiah, everything really just going back to Africa, because Ethiopia is where we actually believe everything began. So, yeah, man, like that's really just how we believe in things. But we never really go out there and say other people's beliefs are wrong, whatever the case is. Like bogus. You coming through to me as a Christian, I love that. For the mere fact that you're doing this and it's making you a good person, that's all that matters for me. That's all that matters to anyone out there. As long as you're not killing people, raping people, whatever the case is.
I think it's also just like easier to say. I think for me, right, that I'm a follower of Christ instead of identify as a Christian, because there's so many like. And knowledge is connected to it.
Exactly.
And, so I think for me, I'm first and foremost, as I started, I'm a believer and I'm a follower. So, and I seek to walk in the footsteps of Jesus and embody God's character. Jesus' character rather, because, we're not going to get into that, but yeah. Coming to Senzo, what do you stand for?
Yeah, with me, it's like, my genesis, my background, where I come from, I could say it's a mixture of both, guys, I grew up in a background where we embrace our ancestors and stuff, and also Christ, Jesus,
Okay.
So that means when the ceremonies and stuff, they'll slaughter cows and goats, they do that, they practice that, but still on a Sunday, they go to church also, So I could say I'm caught up in a mixture of both, and me practicing both. It does. I see the outcome,
It works for you.
Yeah, both things. So it's like I can't just say, hey, let me just say Christ alone. the closest, let me leave them one side, you know, let me say closest alone, let me live. Because when I practice both, I see the outcome, and I, you know.
Yeah. I felt to a certain extent I also believe in that that philosophy. Yeah, because the encounters that we have are not only just Christian based, you know, like some encounters are ancestral, you know, but I see ancestors as angels. You know, the ancestral realm and the angelic realm is a similar realm. You understand? So yeah, that's my perspective on it, man. Because
so do you believe when, you know, someone, you know, meet their demise, when they're on the other side, they have more information, like,
of course,
feel like it's just done with them, or they still have more information of?
Is this a question to both of us?
Both of you guys, actually.
Yeah.
Please reiterate the question.
Yeah. When the person meets his demise or her demise,
do
you believe there's also another side, or it's just done?
Demise meaning like when you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you believe in heaven?
So I believe in heaven. Yes. Also, you can't ask me a question while you ask me a question.
I'm sorry, no, but it's the same. No. Like, that was a summary of what he asked, you know, because when people die, obviously there's this belief of heaven and hell, you know.
Yeah.
And then he said information, like if you die, like your demise or whatever the case is, like there's a point where, like, do you believe that there will be a point after your death where you will still be having consciousness or whatever the case is?
I believe in, you know, guys, I think also a disclaimer that I should mention is that I'm still learning. There's a lot of answers that I don't know, and there's things that I'm still discovering as a believer and a follower of Christ, right? So with some things that I might mention here, I stand to be corrected, but I'm going to talk on my experiences and what I know, right? First and foremost.
That's beautiful.
So with what I know and from the Bible that I read, right? I believe there is a heaven, right? I believe there's a hell, and I believe that once the dead are dead, they are dead. It's chai. Like, I don't believe you come back. Do you understand? That's what I believe, and that's what I know. I know that in the spiritual realm, there's a script in the Bible that says, for we do not fight against flesh and blood, but we fight against spirits, powers, and principalities. And that basically speaks to how things happen in the realm of the spirit, that we don't fight physically, but there are spirits and powers beyond us, right? So I don't know if those powers or spirits are dead people, or, you know, like I can't account to that, but I believe that once you are dead and you're dead, you know? Yeah, I think that's... I don't know. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
100%. What about you, my boy?
Well, for me, life comes in stages. And being like the person that I am, I put myself in a position where I need to understand all stages. Right? So, I guess, for instance, this chain that I wear, it symbolizes immortality. Well, life, you know? Because this is the vagina, my sister. I'm wearing what you possess. You know? So yeah, this is the uterus. Those are the fallopian tubes. And that is the vagina, which is the birth canal, is it? I don't know. But like, yeah, this is basically...
It's a life science, so I get
all my life science students, you know,
science
probably understand the structure of this necklace, right? So yeah, life, right? I don't think God created life for it to be represented as death. So there is no such thing as death to me. There's just a continuation of energy, you know? Life science, physical science.
Basically,
energy.
Do you believe in eternal life?
I believe in immortality. I believe in eternal life. Immortality. Eternal
so
life,
are you saying now that your body's physically going to live on forever, or your spirit? Because I believe that your spirit...
exactly.
Doesn't die. Your body perishes, yes, because your physically body. Remember when I said that we're spirits? So your spirit is immortal, right?
Exactly.
So there is no end to your spirit. Is that what you mean?
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, you know. So there's this art. Yeah, this is art. You know, esoteric art of immortality. But I don't think it's necessary for me to dive in too deep with it, because it's very complicated. It's not even meant for humans to understand, right? There are things that are not meant for some humans to understand, and I understand that, right? But I guess I could just say briefly that it deals with certain understandings of life, physics, you know, and dimensions, you know, to the point where you can actually even preserve your body forever, you know, like you cannot die physically as well, you know. But I guess I don't know how to explain it further, you know, but alchemy, just read on alchemy, you know, The Alchemist.
The Alchemist. I think I read that book. I was
Paulo
very young.
Yeah. But that's just the
in
book.
high school. Okay, yeah. I've heard of it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but yeah, energy never dies,
Yeah.
and I don't believe in death because I feel like I've been here ever since God said, "Let there be light." I was also there. Like I guess I was a light with Him. With us. Everyone is a part of the plan of how this place was supposed to be created, and I guess that's my understanding.
All right.
So how do we feel about star signs, guys? Do we believe in that also, horoscopes and all that stuff?
You know what I feel like? I feel like you guys literally based today's conversation on spirituality in different forms.
True.
I mean, that's your energy,
No, but I asked you guys.
Yeah.
I asked you guys before. I'm like, why are you going to talk about you guys like anything?
Anything
Why
goes,
are you guys
man.
lying?
We just go with the
this
flow.
This is not anything. It was pure.
Trust
Can I
me.
be honest with you though? Like,
Trust me.
This is a very this topic is very it's very broad.
Yeah.
And when you start it, it really can't end. Especially dealing with people that practice it. I mean, you practice it, I practice it. You also practice it, my brother. You know. So when you deal with things that you practice all the time, like these conversations are like they don't die. Bro. They don't die.
I think sometimes it's a very sensitive topic to have because like people easily get offended and the approach is very different.
That is true.
So I think I like how it's gone so far because we're just sharing our different perspectives and I think in everything mindfulness because also this is not only for us, you have viewers that are listening to you and
love you guys.
have people that are always going to oppose, you have people that are always going to have like opinions, so I think let's just be mindful of, let's not have it amongst the three of us, but consider them,
engage with them also.
See, it's not just three minds.
That's what females do, females really put in some like
because y'all do not be thinking with your brain sometimes.
I won't even lie to you, bro. Like, if you guys weren't here, I don't know what the fuck what we're gonna do with ourselves, bro. We're probably gonna kill each other.
Women are so important, right?
You guys are so important, bro. But actually, like going to the woman, right? I want you to also I want you to have this perspective. I want to ask you a question. What do you feel about?
You asked the question. You can't.
Oh, he did. Oh my bad, bro. I thought you wanted us to. I thought you wanted us to stop with the spirituality. I actually wanted to get into something that was different.
We can't get into that. I'm just saying, like, let's not only delve into that.
Okay, cool.
You understand?
My bad.
Like, let's
I'm
have
excited.
a conversation. Do you understand?
Yeah, I hear you.
Your question was again, sir. Be mindful of sins. Your question was.
My bad. Do you guys believe in star signs, horoscopes, all that stuff? Like if you're a Gemini, you're this type of person. Like it's Apoxuin, because some of you guys, when we approach you, what's your star sign again? I'm a Cancerian or what. It's too emotional for me.
I think for me, my statement was going to be God created everything. So God created the stars. So if you're going to believe in the stars, you might as well just believe in God because He created the stars.
Okay.
And astrology,
Sorry, sister. I thought it was me, actually. I was about to, angry on myself.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
I think astrology is like a human concept, right?
Okay.
But we need to understand the stars and the skies. In the beginning, God created the heavens, the stars. So everything is created by God. So I don't identify by that. I used to. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be like, hey, I'm a Virgo because I'm born in September, right? Okay. I've always said that. But even when I read the horoscopes, I was just like, damn, this is speaking to me, right? And I think because whoever created astrology obviously studied humans and studied what they're about, and I think came up with the concept of astrology. However, I do not identify as that. If you believe in star signs, hey man, shout out to you, man. You a Virgo, you a Cancerian, you an Aries, and I don't think you should say that because I'm a Cancerian, that's why I act like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think you shouldn't attach your identity to a star.
Okay.
I think there's so much more you are as a human being, and just do self-introspection. For me, what has worked is that as someone that used to say I'm a Virgo, now I don't identify as that. I've learned to find my identity in scripture and understanding who God says I am before anyone else. I know I was first of all, I know that God created me as someone who is loved, someone who is important in creation, someone who is valued.
Your name says it all.
Precious.
So I'm a peculiar nation. God created me for so much greatness. So I found my identity in scripture that you are not, how I think this is a bad reference, but like someone who does drugs and they like identify to drugs, you are more than the drugs, you know. So you are more than your
star sign.
Yeah.
What she's saying. Okay.
Yes, you're more than your star sign.
Yeah,
basically, like if that's what you want to believe in, that's fine. Yeah, but like you are more than just that. You know, like you don't have to identify or be attached to that thing. There's more to you. I think as human beings, like we like there's a whole evolution to us, and that's true about us.
That's true.
So yeah,
I could respect.
Can answer that question.
Yeah, you've been hungry to answer this one.
Oh no, even
also ask a question.
Yeah, I only lie. You like, I'm like on caffeine right now. I don't know. Like I'm just shaky. Bro. Like, I have so much energy. Sorry, guys. But yeah, star signs, right? So you're more than that, right? Like you said. But to be honest with you, it's not even just about being more than that. It's about being everything. I feel like there is an idea that we are not linked to everything that we discuss or everything that is around us. You know, like we must understand that the atom, for instance, right? The atom is in everything. You know, like that's the electrons, the protons, the neutrons, all of that, right?
Get into it.
So, that also exists in stars. That also exists in the sun. That also exists in the human body. You understand? So you are literally an embodiment of everything around you. You know, yes, everything has its different structure. You know, the molecular structure of certain objects, you know, may differ from yours, but if you go to the basic, like, you know, if you go to the core of things, you know, it's the atom. It's the electrons, it's the protons, it's that and the other, right? So going back to star sign belief, I think also with like, you know, like demons as well, you know, like there's this belief also that, you know, you should hate demons or whatever the case is, like the devil is bad or whatever the case is, you know? But like, it's like, yes, of course, that is bad, right?
Yeah.
But like, understand that, you know, there are also things that exist in your own identity that also, I guess, have everything to do with hate, have everything to do with being jealous, have everything to do with, you know, whatever is representing the evil side of things, you know? So we are everything. And to understand that is to understand that a part of what other people understand, you know, is, I guess, essential in like specific humans, you know. I mean, for instance, me, I'm just a diverse person myself, you know. I choose to complicate things to understand things. You understand? And I guess that's just who I am, right? But that's my perspective, man, because you asked the question and I think that's an answer to your question.
I think with what you're saying,
Peace, God.
with what you're saying, they can't be evil. Okay, they can't be bad without good. They can't be without bad. They coexist, right?
Exactly.
What you guys say?
Yin yang.
Run it out. Yin yang.
Yeah.
Yin yang. Good, bad, left, right.
You know. So and everything happens for a reason, and they coexist together. That's my understanding of it. Like, it can't always be good, and it will not always be bad. True. You know, that's just how life is, and I think. As humans, we explore that in different ways or encounter that in different ways. You know, your bad might not be my bad. Your good might not be my good. So, Anyway.
That's true.
Precious talk.
That's true.
Run us down that. What's precious talk? What is precious talk?
Wait, you see, guys, you gotta recover the structure because you wanted to ask a question. You guys are chappy.
Oh, you asked a question after my question. Oh,
ask a question.
You ask a question?
You wanted to. I think you wanted to speak to something about like a female. Did you forget about the question? Oh, okay.
I guess I should raise it now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I really feel like you have, like, you're a high value woman, you know?
Period.
And,
hold up, pause.
Pause. You can say
when
your
you
shit.
edit, can they be a pause?
Yeah, no, we will. We'll do that, I guess.
I'm a high value woman.
Yeah,
I'm a woman of standard.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
Drops mic.
Shit.
Anyway, yes.
But humble yourself, though.
I'm humbling myself.
Yeah, you know? But as I was saying, being a high value woman like yourself, you know, you present yourself well, you know, and
thank you.
Yeah, like I feel like you type of girl to make a lot of guys, you know, just be like uneased, you know, because like you bring the pressure, right? So I want you to
pressure,
which is beautiful though. Like it's a good thing, you know. Look at it. We need more women like you know. It can't be easy to have a conversation with women as men. You know, we need to actually, you know,
niggas gotta tap in.
Yeah,
exactly. So here's the question, right? So, how would you advise? I guess not advise, but how do you see, perceive, especially on social media, on TV? You know, a lot of women are, I guess, I don't know, they're not representing themselves the way a high valued woman would. You know, And I guess, yeah, I mean, do you shake ass? Do you twerk? Do you like speak about, all that type of stuff, about like
let me
sleeping with
tell
guys
you,
or whatever
right,
the case is?
one thing about me, I'm human, right? And to answer your question, no, I think, guys, honestly, morals. As people, like, you have morals, you have dignity. Okay. There's some things that I will not do in front of people because, guys, let's have shame. I like shame, esteem. You understand? I think before the Tswanas come for me to understand. So for me, like, no, I don't go online shaking ass. I don't go online being half naked. I think where I might shake my ass is in my house to my own music with my best friend. That's
your own energy.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's like, beautiful. But I won't put that online because it goes back to how you identify yourself. Like, in front of people, like, now they're going to know more, okay, Precious, you shake ass, you sell yourself. Please, I'm a woman of value. I'm a woman of standard. I'm a woman of God. Amen. So, like, I wouldn't do that. And I think how women identify themselves online, it's so sad to see how especially young girls have found comfort in such things or identified themselves in, those ways. Yeah, those ways, I think for me, it's very sad to see. And I just hope that one day they look back and, not even one day, but like, see that there's more to life than that. There's more to life than huitekis. There's more to life than you just shaking your ass. And I know sometimes it's circumstances or that's all you know, but I promise you, life has so much more to give you. There's so much more in store for you, and there's so much more that you can do. Like, you have so much potential outside of you selling yourself, outside of you of
shaking ass,
twerking, let me tell you, you just being beautiful, my babe. Let me tell you something that's gonna work for you. Like,
talk to them.
Like, it's definitely gonna work for you. Like, I think there's just different endeavors in how we can approach life, and if you have chosen that, I'm gonna pray for you, sis. That's it. I'm gonna pray for you, and I am not judging you. I might not understand where you come from or why it is that you do that, but know that you are loved and you are worth it more than what you think you're doing is good for you.
And don't listen to Sexy Red.
Oh, you don't even know Sexy Red is.
But adding on to that, actually, what you listen to, what you watch, what you're allowing to your eye gates and your ear gates has a huge influence on you. How they say, how parents have always been like, birds of the same feather flock together. Who you surround yourself with, guys, is very important. Yes. Like, if you are one person that before I met Kagiso, but now because Kagiso, sit down, always like, you need to recuperate.
Evaluate
who you are. Know who you are. I think for a lot of people, we don't know who we are. And it's, guys, self-introspection. Like, sit down, check the mirror, and talk to yourself. Understand. Don't let someone else come and tell you that you should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you're in control.
It's beautiful, sister.
So, man.
I like respect
that. I like that,
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you that because I feel like it was necessary to put that out there, because you also, your social media is so, I want to say pure, but like that just makes it seem as if other stuff is not pure,
Yeah.
And I'm not a person to judge purity. Or impurity or whatever, But I just saw, like, you be posting your quotes there, you post the sun, all that good stuff, So that's very energetic, that's very uplifting, I feel like you're just focusing on making people understand that there's better things to focus on, and that is a beautiful thing, sister. I'm proud of you.
I must say, living a life of purity, guys, is not easy. I don't want to lie.
Wait, so do you drink?
In this generation.
So, a little background. No, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't groove. I've been to grooves before. Like, you can see my vibe. Let me tell you something. If you want to go out with me, we're going to have a vibe because, I literally, like, the energy and that's just who I am. And I love you guys. I love music. Like, put me on a good song. Like, my body's going to move, And I've had, like, I've been to groove 1, 2, 3 times, and there was a time in my life. Let me fill you in quick. There was a time in my life, 3 months straight, guys. I went in hard. Okay. Like, I was at groove, and but I wasn't drinking. But like, I love the atmosphere, right? But I think when I understood that there's more to life than grooving.
Yeah.
Right. I figured that, okay, I think there's other ways to have fun. And, you know, for me, it's also like very difficult because the industry that I'm in the media industry. I'm studying a BBA in media operations management. I am a model and I am a presenter, right? And sometimes I need to be in these spaces. I just think there's other ways that I could do it. For me, what I definitely appreciate is daytime groove. Guys, I wanna need our 6 engines. We are 6 so
6 to 6.
Nah. Like I
crazy
think something that I'd really like to go to is like a farmer's market, you know, like host beautiful. A function, good music.
Apparently they're ratchet now, farmer's market.
Really?
That's on my check.
I don't know. Like,
they've been trending a lot on Twitter, like,
vibe,
you know.
guys,
But that's your vibe.
Yeah, I like guys. Me, I like things. Like I'm sure if you can see me, guys, don't be fooled.
Yeah,
I like things.
So wait, can I ask how old are you?
I'm 22.
22.
Turning 23.
Do you think you will change though? Like, do you think like there will be influence that will be heavy on you in the future, causing you to become someone that you're not?
In terms of what? No, I hope not.
Yeah, for the fact that she knows how to go to groove, bro, and don't drink.
Like guys, let me tell you, I don't like alcohol.
Okay.
Sorry, I do not like. I hate how it smells. No, you know. I think permit me to say this. I've had wine before, and if I were to choose whether like having wine or beer, I'd rather be a wine girl because just wine and dine and relax.
Exactly.
Yeah. The issue that I don't like is the feeling after.
Yeah.
Like no, but I've chosen that, you know what, there's more to drinking, and that feeling that just comes with when you're intoxicated and you're feeling, you know, all nice. Some things, guys, you just need to avoid, especially I think living a life of purity for me.
Yeah.
Not doing them is better.
Okay.
You know, because you avoid certain things. I think even in living in purity, like, I think you guys should know that I don't have sex. I've had sex before, like, I hope my mom does not see this.
Mom, stay away from social media.
It's your truth, though. So
don't
worry about it.
I have been intimate before, but like, I think, like, with my journey and growing closer to God, I come to understand that there's more to life than that, and just living a pure life. Because
okay, so when you say there's more to life, right, and obviously I feel like a lot of people out there, you know, like they just live the life of, I guess you could say, sex, alcohol, groove, you know, like that's really just the pinnacle of the week, you know, that's the best time of the week or whatever the case is, you know. When you say there's more to life, what is it that you are doing that is emphasizing the more to life? Like, what is the more to life? First of all, you know, your conscience is clear. Like, I don't want to lie. You ever had good ass sex, right? And then after that, you come back and it's just like, damn. Like, it feels like you can think, or like you have a different perspective. Yeah. Have you ever had a time where you're not having sex and like you actually? I think for me, like, I'm able to think more. Like, I have more creativity, peace, and I have more structure, you know, like I don't always have to run to sex to try and like you know, overcome whatever I'm feeling. Like, I think you have a clear conscience and self-control. Like, self-control, you're really just able to determine that, okay, no, I don't want this, no, I can do this, because you're not addicted.
Like, I'm not going to lie, sex is monati. I cannot go monati, but I discovered that it's okay if I can deprive myself of that, because there's other things to find joy in, and the more you don't do it, the more you find comfort in other things. You even discover that probably I like painting, or probably I like
that can't be me
singing, phone, you know. I think there's different other endeavors to baby.
No,
you know, I think there's other things that you can discover, you know. Yeah.
You actually answered the question now, you know. Like, I feel like you just saying that there's other things to discover, you know. I guess it's all about getting out of your comfort zone, you know, and taking the liberty to, you know,
be with yourself,
indulge in other hobbies, you know.
Yes.
So what type of hobbies are you into then? Sorry for like ask so many questions, but
no problem,
it's just really
guys.
important that people understand, you know, your approach to life, because I feel like you can save a lot of people, you know. A lot of people, for real.
Hey, flooding her with compliments.
A lot of people,
respectfully.
Irrespectfully,
Oh, thank you.
I have a girlfriend, so it's not even about.
She just hit up your phone, homie.
But people die out here, chasing this fast life, really just wanting to be out there and groove, So like you can be saving a lot of people's lives by saying, you know what, bro, instead of groove,
I think
actually do this, instead of drinking, do this, So
it's the other side.
Like your hobbies, like teach the people, I guess, like what type of things they can get themselves involved in.
I think what I must say, society has sold us this lie that we always need to find, we always need to seek more and more and more. Like society has sold us the idea of contentment is an illusion. I don't know if that's the right wording or that's the right English, but you guys will correct me. But we need to learn to be content.
That's beautiful.
Within the season that we're in.
I see. Within
yourself, and be faithful to what it is that you're currently doing.
Yeah.
And just, I think social media and comparison makes us just always want to have more. You see Luke Uzziah, you're like, oh, Luke Uzziah has this. You see like whoever a role model is, and you're like, we need to understand that they're living their own life, and social media has an agenda.
It does.
It's bad.
It's money making.
It has an agenda. So most of these things, guys, like it's just for you. Like some of these people don't even have the money. Brands are giving them that, but that's not where we at.
Yeah, you buy exposed people, aren't you?
Passing. My hobby is so. I feel like I'm such an easy person, guys.
You relaxed. I can literally put the mic down. Now you can. I like that about you, bro. You just make this stuff, effortless, man.
Yeah.
Just sit down, Precious got you.
Yeah.
But your hobbies.
My hobbies include. I used to be a netball player. I wish I can go back to play netball because I loved playing netball. But guys, what's a hobby? Let's define a hobby first before
I can actually even
things that you're doing on your free time. What?
Yeah, what I do in my free time.
Exactly.
Ooh, I love food, so I'm definitely trying out a lot of food, and I love doing activities. So I like traveling and going to do adventurous activities. So my hobbies would include that.
I like that.
Otherwise, I'm just at home with my best friend. Guys, I live with my best friend. Shout out to my bestie. We've been friends for 15 years. That's the love of my life.
Shout out, bestie.
What's that?
Twin.
What's that,
bro? She knows what's up. Don't worry about it.
What are you doing here, gang?
I'm representing bestie. Shout out, bestie. Don't worry about it.
But in my free time. Also, I think...
learn that.
I'm a model. Yeah, it's just
we be vibing.
Oh, top shit.
In the club with my girls, baby. But that's the song. Yeah.
The boy tapped in.
I see you. You gotta teach me these things, bro.
Yeah, Precious.
Yeah, but in my free time, I am a model. I am a presenter, and I am a promoter.
Okay.
And not a club promoter, guys. No. No shade to club promoters. No. Because they make a lot of money. But I do like brand activations, corporate events, golf days. Yeah, but that's what I do in my free time, honestly. Otherwise, dog, I'm just talking. I think I talk a lot. When I had a partner, I was always with my man. But I don't have him anymore.
Oh,
so
shame.
Shame.
Why are you saying shame, bro?
No, obviously because she just said she doesn't have him anymore,
Yeah.
Using a partner is not fun, is it?
No, it's not. And I think if it were up to me, I'd be in a relationship, but I can't, But we're not going to get into that. But
obviously that's personal.
Surface level,
Otherwise, with me, guys, I'm at home.
It's
if
beautiful.
I'm not at home, I'm being a model. If I'm not being a model, I'm being a promoter and MC.
Yeah.
Book me.
Exactly. Those are your hobbies, bro. Like, you busy. I feel like you busy.
Tap in.
Yeah.
What's your IG actually? So they can tap in proper.
Yeah. I was gonna say that at the end, but follow me at Precious_Laga. My full name is Katleho Precious Laga. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. I'm not really active on Twitter. That's on TikTok, and that's where you can find me, guys. I'm really just a girl who's always talking. I like looking good, as you can see.
Beautiful.
Per.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
That's
no.
Yeah. So what's Precious Talks, man? Let's call them on Precious Talks. So is it a podcast? Is it a talking show?
That's
my
her platform,
by the way. You know? That's her platform.
So Precious Talks.
I like this.
Right. Precious Talks. Talks was birthed in 2021.
Okay.
And how I came about Precious Talks. Yeah. We lived in Auckland Park and Malville, and it was COVID times,
Okay.
And people were just at home, not doing anything. And I was just like, I'm not going to school. And I think I've always known, guys, I've always wanted to be on TV and just always be in front of the camera and share what I have. And I think now that I think about it, I think that's the gift that God has given me, because when I speak, people listen. I don't want to say I'm better than them, but I literally I have a command that when I speak, people just want to listen, always just want to hear me out, So I started Precious Talks in 2021, and how Precious Talks went about was I would go live on Instagram with different people. So be it a celebrity, be it an artist, be it someone that is a designer, upcoming, and we just have a conversation. And the main aim of Precious Talks is, when I started this interview, I said I aim to educate, entertain, and inform the youth. So it's a platform by a youth person given to the youth to just be authentic and real. No, I think there's so many podcasts that talk about so many other things, but we lack authenticity. And for me, I wanted us to have real conversations and just talk, be real with each other, that this is what's going on and this is what the media space looks like, or this is what being a businessman looks like, this is what it looks like being an entrepreneur. So that's Precious Talks. So I started my baby. We had 9 episodes in 2021, and then because social media got to me, I must say, and the pressure, I felt inadequate. I was just I'm not enough, and I don't have the best quality phone. I don't know how to edit, and I just stopped. And I was just nah, I'm not good enough, And right now I'm just girl. That's a lie, because what? But Precious Talks is just my platform. She's definitely coming back. I actually released an episode earlier on this year, and I just spoke about us coming back. And then the first episode was me talking about the encounter that I haven't got and how people need to see me in a different character. I'm still Precious, I still have the same character, but in a different light. My approach to things and how I would talk about certain things would be very different, because Jesus is the center of everything, So that's what I was talking about episode 1. But now I definitely understood that in whatever space that you're put into, where God puts you in, use that space with all of your might. Be faithful to what you're given, and just use it with all that you can, because just be faithful to what you be responsible in all that you do. Be very, very responsible. Be someone that can be trusted. With what you're given. Don't touch and go, touch and base. And I think with Precious Talks, I don't want to it's always been touch base. And I just sat with myself, and God was dude, I didn't give you this idea for Mahala.
Shame, I love how you actually making it you mentioning the fact that you made a mistake and not fully focusing and investing on it, because most people don't even get to realize the type of errors that they make and the things that they begin with, because you started a podcast, and then you're not going through with it. It's beautiful how you actually can be able to say, what?
No, definitely.
This is what's happening, and I need to change this, That's beautiful.
I compared myself a lot, and I also, this thing of, guys, I'm kind of selfish sometimes, and I just felt I want to do everything myself, but like I said, people. We need people. We're not islands. You might have information that I don't have, and it's okay to talk about. It's so difficult for me to ask for help. I don't want to lie, from anybody, So I'm learning to understand that, my babes, you're not alone. And there's people out there who are willing to help you. I see in the people that believe in me and they tell me so much that you're not Precious. We're rooting for you, Precious. Why is Precious Talks not coming back? And my family constantly on my neck, Precious Talks, for Precious Talks. I'm just you guys don't understand.
So you had an audience, man,
Yeah, I think with everything that I do in my life, I'm fortunate enough to say that I see people that believe in me. And people on my Instagram would be hey, Precious, we like it when you do this. And sometimes I'm I would sit down and be yo, I've really doubted myself so much, and I don't know why. That's the devil, sorry, but that's the doubt. I was just nah. That need to stop, because I have so much potential. So I appreciate everyone that's believed in me and people that are still holding on to me. Love you guys so much. Yes, son.
Beautiful. Yeah, we also appreciate those that are holding on to the Anything Goes podcast.
Yeah,
shout out.
Also tap in.
Precious Talks.
Precious Talks, yeah.
Exactly.
Go subscribe there, do whatever, support, guys,
Because that's a feature, bro. Like, to be honest with you, man, like, we are not going to experience a feature without technology, You must understand that, bro. Like, people are going to be very much... like it's gonna diversify as well, in the next 5 years as well. We're gonna because now it's streaming now, in the next 5 years it might be reality TV show. Like people might even have cameras in their own houses, and that would be like the trending topic or whatever.
Just don't know how to consume you. That's my problem.
Exactly.
Have a life.
Exactly, true.
Social media, sorry guys, I'm very comfortable.
Ah, chill.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I think just don't allow it to consume you, and just have a life.
Exactly.
Behind the cameras,
go outside.
Behind the phone, go outside. Have you guys? Do you know the feeling of stepping out of your door or sunlight, or sunlight, or water? I love water so. I personally feel like I'm drawn. I don't understand why I'm drawn to water so much, but I am drawn to water.
You see, can I actually mention something?
Much.
I think I can even explain that, but maybe you wouldn't believe that. But so basically, the star sign idea. Thank you, sister.
No problem.
Appreciate you. So the star sign ideology, right? It actually also emphasizes the 4 elements, which is fire, water, earth, and what's the other one? It's not wind. It's fire, water, earth, and air.
Air,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then in all the star signs, there are specific elements for each star sign, right? So you say you love water, that there could be a reason to you loving water through understanding star signs and whatnot,
You know how I view it in the spiritual sense.
Yeah, please.
I think for me, I just viewed from a spiritual perspective, we all have gifts and we all are attracted to different things spiritually. So I wouldn't identify it as star signs, but what your spirit is attracted to or enlightened by, because that's there's a spirit behind everything. So
it's facts.
Yeah.
No,
everything's soulful. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love to understand things complicated, like I said.
Yeah.
And
you want to make it.
I think it's because of having to deal with books, because I really love reading.
Really?
Yeah, that's my hobby,
Really? What type of books do you read, KG?
Philosophy, esoteric.
Wait, before we get into that, you guys are friends, yeah?
Yeah, that's my twin.
Family.
Love this guy, man.
How long have you guys been friends?
4 years.
5
years. 2019, huh?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Actually,
And where did you guys
Johannesburg,
meet?
2018, I met him 2021, 80, yeah. 2021, 80, somewhere
2020,
there.
yeah.
So we met through his older brother,
which
is Kano Kamogelo.
Our brother, Damn, I like how you asking me questions right now, man. Asking those questions, man. Appreciate that.
We met through his older brother when we were still in high school. We were doing our first year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah.
So.
No, okay. How old are you again, KG?
I'm 21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah. How old
Can
do
you
think I
do
am?
something for me? How do you think you are?
How old do you think I am?
I feel like I've asked your age before, but I want to guess. You're probably my age or a year older. How old are you?
98. Do the math.
Yabona mina nje i-maths dala nje yangikhulu esikolweni mfethu, so ungayenza ukuthi
I just turned 26 yesterday.
Happy belated birthday. What did you celebrate?
I was chilling with the family, I'm a wholesome bro right now, so I don't like these things of being outside.
Wholesomeness.
He's lying. He's lying, right? He's lying.
Expose him.
You're lying, bro. There's no way.
When was the last time I was outside, bro?
I
I
like
was outside.
You can't happy, bro.
Think about it. When was the last time I was outside?
2 weeks ago, bro.
Wait, right here, bro. Indoors. That's what
indoors.
I don't like to be outside. I don't say I don't
You'd rather
indulge.
drink indoors.
You know,
I get that.
that's my vibe. I'm too old
I get
for
that.
it.
I like that you have an older friend. I think having friends that are older and younger, beautiful insight combination.
Can I be honest with you? Like,
we had that convo.
This is my brother, man. Like, I really appreciate also how he respects me as a younger cat. You know, like I call him a god. Actually, we call each other gods. You feel me? But that's really just an understanding that we created through different ideas, I guess. You know, but yeah, like this man has taught me a lot. You know, he's taught me how to be like older. At the same time, like at my age, like, you know, I'm 21, right?
Different life perspective.
You know, like now I can interact with people that are way older than me, you know? And I guess that's because also I learned that from having older siblings as well, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, last born.
Yes, I am.
Period, last one.
That's you also.
Yeah, I am.
Touch it.
School him.
Can't do that, man. You know.
Okay, well, high five to that.
Baba. He's taking us in 2015. This man, ancient brew.
That's
yeah. But yeah, man, I just do that. You know, I just learn from people that are older than me, and I guess that's the best way to learn. You know.
No, definitely. Experience is the greatest teacher.
Yeah, and books as well. Yeah, I love
philosophy
books,
guy.
You know, I'll actually send you a book that I think you'll like. You know.
What book is that?
It's about life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we had enough, guys. What you guys feel like?
He wanted to ask a question.
With me?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question.
You did. I don't know about what.
The things I'm always wanting to ask questions. I don't know, my mind is always racing.
I think also we've never had the space like to talk like this.
Yeah, actually, you know, we know her, but we don't know her.
Yeah.
You know? And
touch and go.
Yeah, you know.
But the vibes are always high. That's one thing about her. Every time you meet her.
Yeah, you have very high vibe. Like,
bro.
I can tell you don't do the things that you said you don't do. You know? Like, I feel like you would overwhelm a lot of females.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I think I've heard people say
you don't know like that.
I've heard people say that I've got like a resting bitch face and it's giving like I'm very mean.
Already.
I'm just like, guys,
I don't think it's that though.
I don't know. Like
your energy is like very dominant.
Yeah. What's your star sign?
That's a good question.
Probably a Leo. This one.
She's a Virgo.
My birthday is on the 17th of September, and I'm a Targa. That's my star sign.
Yeah.
Namaste.
But I think with other females, I don't know. But when I hold myself with so much, I don't know what to call like.
Yeah, dignity.
Like
that's good.
When I walk, I stride, like I step, like I make sure like so you know, I think that's why like I'm very, very confident and I like attention. So like when you see me walk, I'm just like, I could be scared, but I'm not gonna show you I'm scared because there's no need for me to be scared, you know?
Yeah.
But I think they would have to speak for themselves, those other females.
I feel like if you're low vibrational as well, like they can't handle the type of energy that you possess. Like a low vibrational person, if I can explain that. No. That's not even. That's far from that. Yeah.
Okay. School me.
You know. So like, obviously, with how you explain things, right? Like you probably might be someone that will have a lot of people envious or just hating on you because you're doing things so well, you know. And it's effortless, you know. So a low vibrational person is someone that really just doesn't have dignity like that, is not in tune with their own growth, and you know, they always, I guess, you know, poisoning themselves, you know, with things to do with like, I guess, social media and alcohol and, you know, I guess sex as well, you know, and smoking or whatever the case is, you know. So you being the opposite of that, you know, and having to explain yourself or speak, you know, you are proving that you don't have all of that attached to you, you know. So
and
someone
I'm
that
still
has
person,
exactly.
Yeah.
So someone that has that attached to them, you know, they can feel the pressure of whoa, like this person is literally what I would love to become, but
before
I can't do it.
Speaks,
exactly, you know.
Really? Step in the room.
Yeah, because even I don't even lie, like in the beginning of this podcast, you know, like I was also laughing inside, and I think it also like showed on my face, you know, because I realized, okay, you know what, like there's an energetic individual here who has everything to do with dignity and whatnot, you know. So even with the approach of the interview or the approach of the podcast, you know, we must understand that if you say things, or not say, but like if you perceive yourself in a way that is not high valued, then it's gonna expose you. Like you can expose people, I guess, you know. Like yeah, that is true. I won't even lie to you, you know. And that makes you very, I guess, you're very lucky to have that skill. You know, the God you serve lives.
It's effortless.
Guys, y'all gonna make me cry. I think it's so beautiful hearing this, and I don't know how to receive it. I don't want to lie, like I don't know how to receive it because it's so beautiful to see someone see me in areas that I don't think I understand myself as yet, or where I see myself. Like sometimes I perceive myself in a certain extent, and like when someone sees me like that, and I'm just like, damn, like it kind of takes me back to, dude, you need to stop doubting yourself and like the potential that you have, like you know. And I think for the longest time, guys, I'm one person I've always seen the good in people. Like I like the good in people always, and I've recently come to understand that people don't always wish good for me, don't always see the good for me, and the fact that I'm doing good does not make them happy. And for me, it was kind of like me fighting my mind. Why, you know? And I understand that we're all different human beings. So hearing that, I think that just blesses my heart. Like, it's so beautiful, and thank you so much, KG. Like,
keep going, you know?
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm out of words. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like, I don't know, you know, but yeah, I appreciate that so much. And I'm a work in progress. I'm learning every day, and I have my faults. Trust me. Like, so many things I think keep coming to surface. Like, so many things are being like put to light because you need to work on them. And as I said, experience is the best teacher. So you won't know how to do something unless you experience or like someone points it out, you know? So
and wisdom.
Yeah. Yes, your wisdom. And the people around you. Like, I like people that, you know, as much as I talk, I also like listening to people and like give them a chance. Like in the past, I was always talking. Your mouth be moving like a rat. Yeah. But
she's so animated, bro.
No, dude, there's this TikTok sound. I don't want to lie.
Animated.
That's great.
But
that's great energy.
Now I'm learning to. It's okay to give other people a platform to speak because there's so much that you can learn from people. Exactly, like just listening. Sometimes just shut your mouth.
Yeah,
can learn a lot. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out Precious for pressing us. You know, for gracing us with your presence. You know, we really appreciate that. You know.
Yeah.
High key, guys, you know.
Yeah.
You guys, I know, used to yapping too much about nothing. Drake. God just got blessed right now, you know, with this energy, you know.
Not like us.
And hopefully it's not the last one, eh?
No, I doubt. I think I'd also like to have you guys on Precious Talks where it's not going to be an interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you guys interviewed me.
Hey, man, put me on.
Let's
do it.
Let's do it. Any
No,
day,
definitely. But
man.
let me get my
That'd be
baby up
beautiful.
and running and...
Yeah, and we're here to support, right? Can I
Thank
actually
you.
put that out there? Precious Talks, Anything Goes is also like a platform that serves the similar purpose as your own, platform. So please don't feel free to ask us anything that you feel like is necessary to help you, grow your platform, whatever the case is. We're here to offer those services.
Thank you.